In today's video, I'm going to be doing a comparison between Earfun's earbuds from 2021 that I've already talked about against some earbuds from Earfun that recently came out late last year. Earfun Free Pro 2 versus the Earfun Free Pro 3. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about the similarities between the two earbuds, and I'm going to talk about the differences, and at the end I'm going to do a mic test and let you decide whether or not which microphones have the microphones improved over the two models. So without further ado, let me go ahead and talk about the similarities. And when it comes to water resistance, both the Free Pro 2 and the Free Pro 3 support IPX5 water resistance. I call that sneeze proof because it's not resistant against dirt, just a little bit of water, not a lot. So please don't get these wet. Don't think that you can use these around like water and stuff, because if you do get too much water in them, they will start to malfunction, but they are good for working out. When it comes to wireless charging, you already know all of Earfun's earbuds, except for maybe like two products that they have, they all support wireless charging. The Earfun Free Pro 2 does, and the Earfun Free Pro 3. And it's very like small wireless charging. You know, it'll take like a lot longer than if you use the USB-C port. Next up would be hybrid A and C. Now this is a similarity but a slight difference. They're both using Quiet Smart 2.0, which is Earfun's marketed ANC. Now the Earfun Free Pro 2, it'll block out up to 40 decibels of ambient noise, and the Earfun Free Pro 3 will block out 43 decibels. Not really that high, and in my testing, I'm gonna have to give the edge to the Free Pro 3, just a little better because they're newer. Next, when it comes to the transparency mode on the two, they both support it. Although with the Earfun Free Pro 3, the transparency mode, you had a little bit more options. And when it comes to fast charging, both of these support fast charging. So if the earbuds on either of these are at like, 90, 80, 20%, you put them back into the charging case and it's fully charged, 10 minutes will give you 2 hours of playtime. That's music playback. And when it comes to the ergonomics, so let me go ahead and take these out. Just open up the lid. Let me show you the earbuds themselves. So as you can see here, the Earfun Free Pro 2 is a little smaller. It's got the same, nozzle. It's got the same pressure vents, the same pogo. So it's got the same like charging connectors on them. Got the same, ear hooks to keep them secure in your ears, and even has the same the same number of silicone ear tips. Now with the Free Pro 2, I was using Spin Fit, but you got plenty of tips. I'm a Spin Fit nut. I love Spin Fit. But the Free Pro 3, they do share the same ergonomics. It seems like, the Free Pro 2 is a little smaller. It's a little more, smoothed out, whereas the Free Pro 3 is a little more boxy. It's a little more squared. But it has some of the same, if you look at it, it's not much of a difference. Kind of think of it as like a car, where 1 year, it was, the same type of look, and then, the newer model is a little more aggressive looking. So yeah, they're pretty much the same. Now, when it comes to the price, this is actually shocking to me. This is truly shocking. They're both, as I'm recording this video, they're both $79.99 on Amazon, the Free Pro 2 and the Free Pro 3. Now, the only difference between them is, whereas on the Free Pro 2, the coupon that you can use is 20% off. With the Earfun Free Pro 3, the coupon is 10% off. But there are other, coupons that you can use if you get them from Earfun US. And I'll leave links down in the description below where you can pick these up. My suggestion is, Instead of using Earfun's official website, go to Amazon if you're a Prime member. And now let's move on to the differences. Now, when it comes to the Earfun audio app, the Free Pro 2 do not support the app, are not supported by the app, excuse me. Whereas the Free Pro 3 are supported by the app. Now, using the Earfun audio app, let me close this lid right here because it's going to conflict with it. Let me see here. Let me open it up. They're connected. You got all of these. You got access to all of these features. You got a readout of the battery life on the earbuds. You even got a battery life readout on the charging case. You also have access to your ANC commands. You have, let me close that window. You also have access to game mode, and you have the Earfun equalizer. I got it on natural. You got several customizations here. You can do custom, you can do sound profile, you can do the Olaf signature. You can change the sound however you want. And I'll talk about the sound later. You can also disable all the controls, or you can customize the controls. Now, this is how I got mine set up. This is what I got on the left, and this is what I got on the right. Now, by default, tap once is what was that? It was disabled, but you got the option to have 4 main commands, and that's pretty much all you need on an earbud to have full control. Let's see, go back out of that. You also, you got, like, you know, all of this stuff. You know, you can change the voice prompt settings. You got a Find My. You got dual device connection, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. You got all of these features with the app at your disposal. Now, when it comes to Earfun, the Free Pro 2, excuse me, what Earfun put on at the factory, that's what you have access to. So moving on to the Bluetooth version. Now, since the Free Pro 2 came out in 2021, they only support Bluetooth 5.2, and the Bluetooth codecs are SBC and AAC. But, you know, codecs really doesn't matter. They do sound good. And when it comes to the Free Pro 3, you have access to SBC, AAC, and Qualcomm's aptX Adaptive, as well as Qualcomm Snapdragon Sound. You got that high res, which, let me see if I can go into developer settings and show you that. Let me go out of the app here, scroll down. Let me see developer options. I should have access to either, I got these paired to my Pixel 8a. Okay, so it's saying Bluetooth codec. All right, so the ones that's grayed out, those are the ones I don't have access to. The ones that are highlighted, that's what I got access to. Let me see, Bluetooth audio sample rate. So I can do 44.1 kilohertz or 48.0 kilohertz. Let's see. When it comes to the audio bits per sample, I only got 16-bit. Sad. Really sad. Yeah, I don't have access to LDAC. Now, just pretty limited on Pixel phones, but other Android phones, I know for a fact, if you have a OnePlus 7 Pro, 8 Pro, 9 Pro, 10 Pro, you have the OnePlus 11, which I had, you do have access to LDAC and LHDC, as well as the Nothing Phone 1. So it depends on your device. And moving on to the battery life. Now, when it comes to it's a similarity, but it's not really. It's kind of a difference. With ANC off with the Free Pro 2, you're getting 6 hours on a single charge and 30 hours of total battery life, and that depends on what volume you listen to your music at. And with ANC on, you're getting 5 hours on a single charge and 25 total with the charging case. Now, since the Free Pro 3 are newer, you're going to get a little bit more battery life. So with ANC off, you're getting around 7.5 hours with 33 hours total. With ANC on, you're getting 6 with 27 total with the the charging case. And like I said before, it depends on what volume you listen to. A lot of these companies, they rate them as, well, if you're listening at like, 50 to 60%, nobody listens to music that low. It's 70, 75, 80, which is, what I listen to music at, which is pretty much, that's kind of like halfway, not really like max volume, which I wouldn't recommend that. It's fine. The battery life on both is really good. It's just that, because the Free Pro 3 are newer, it's going to be slightly better. Now, I got conflicting information when it comes to the weight, but I've already showed you like what the earbuds look like. So the Earfun Free Pro 2 earbud, just a single earbud, is going to weigh a lot less. And, based off of, how it feels, it is a little lightweight, but the Free Pro 3 is also lightweight as well. It's just slightly heavier, just very slight. From 3 years, nothing much has really changed except for a few new features. And when it comes to dynamic drivers, the Free Pro 2 has a 6mm dual composite, and the Free Pro 3 has a 7mm wool composite driver inside. The drivers aren't that bad on either one. They get the job done, so that's good. Call quality, they both have 6 microphones. It's just that the technology on the Free Pro 2 is older. They're using ENC, which is environmental noise cancellation. And the Free Pro 3 are using CVC 8.0, which the CVC stands for clear voice capture. And when it comes to latency mode, the Free Pro 2, they have an 80 millisecond game mode, and the Free Pro 3, it has more than 55. I've tried to do my research. I couldn't find anything like concrete. All I could find was like more than 55 milliseconds. I'm like, what does that mean? But yeah, the game mode on these is, I don't really test the game mode, so I can't really say for certain, with much confidence, which one is better or which one has better latency. I've been meaning to play Genshin Impact for a couple of months now. I haven't been able to. But yeah, those are the stats. That's what it looks like on paper. Now, when it comes to color, I'm pretty sure when the Free Pro 2 came out, they did come in multiple colors. I'm pretty sure there was a navy and a black. I got the black ones with the Free Pro 2. With the Free Pro 3, the colors are, this is weird, they call them brown, black, navy blue. This is navy blue, and you got silver white. I should have went with the silver white with the Free Pro 3, seeing as how I lost one back in November of 2023, or I think it was October, and I had to buy another set. I should have went with the white, but yeah, you get more colors, but that's because these are a little bit newer. I'm pretty sure there were more colors when the Free Pro 2 first came out. And lastly, the sound quality on these, it's a difference. Testing these out, back and forth. The Free Pro 2, it has a little bit more of a V-shaped sound signature with an emphasis on the mid bass, which these are some bassy earbuds. The majority of Earfun's earbuds are bassy, whereas with the Earfun Free Pro 3, it's a little more balanced, but there is still an emphasis on the bass and the mid-range. But like I showed you before, you can go inside of the Earfun audio app and you can change how they sound best to your preferences. And I guess this is pretty much a good way to talk about a question that I keep getting asked on my videos. A lot of people, they either find my videos through YouTube search, appreciate you, hope you subscribe, and they always ask me the same question, and always begins the same: which is the best? I can't decide. It's always, well, which is the best for this? Which is the best for that? And I really don't like that question. I understand why people ask that. It's because they want to get the best earbud for what they use them for. I remember somebody asked me that, and I pretty much told them like to get the newer earbud, and they kind of snapped back at me and said, oh, those earbuds in my country cost, a whole lot. And I was like, well, okay, then get the ones you can afford. And to me, I don't like saying the best. In my opinion, instead of saying the best, what about saying your favorite? What was your preferences? I mean, when it comes to the ladies, you know, women, they either like a tall man with broad shoulders and is really muscular, or they like a skinny guy. And for the sake of YouTube, for the fellas, they either like the front or they like the back, or they like a mixture of both. So it's really not about what's the best. It's about what's your preference. What kind of music do you listen to? Do you listen to a lot of rap music? Okay, get you something that's V-shaped. You got elevated boost, you got elevated bass, and you got elevated treble. You like to listen to a lot of classical music. Okay, well, you're gonna need something that's really good with the mid-range. You're gonna need be able to listen to those violins and all those string and wind instruments and percussion instruments. So you're gonna need something that will suit what you need. Or you can even go break it down even further and use like cars. Do you need a truck, or do you need a sedan, or do you want like a two-door coupe? Just like like a Porsche Carrera, or it all depends. It's not always the best, because there really isn't anything like that's better. There's just always something that's newer, and newer doesn't always mean better. There are exceptions to the rule. I reviewed the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. I love the OnePlus Buds the OnePlus Buds Pro. Back in 2021, I thought they were my favorite earbuds. The only gripe that I had with them was that they didn't have volume control. They had that stupid ass Zen Mode Air thing. I'm like, why couldn't you just put, volume controls on that? Well, got the Nothing Ear right here, the Nothing Ear 2. Guess what? These have these have like pressure controls. You can control the volume. And then OnePlus had the OnePlus Buds 3. I still haven't reviewed these. Guess what? They put swipe controls for volume. So there you have it. It's not always about what's better or what's the best. Because best doesn't always mean what you think it means. What you need to be thinking about is what suits you. What do you need them for? Like, how much money do you have? Do you want something for $50 and you don't really need all of those extra features like in-ear detection and wireless charging? You just want to listen to some music. Don't worry, I got you covered. I got a video for you. But yeah, sorry for the long ass rant. I just needed to get that off my chest. Like, I'm not, mad about people asking me like what's the best earbud or what's the best IEM. It's just that it doesn't exist. Never let perfect be the enemy of good. Use what you love. Use what you need them for. That way you'll be happy. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. That's why I created my channel. You don't see no Bose, no Sony earbuds over here on this side. Nope. You ain't probably gonna see them unless they on Whoop for like $99. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do the mic test on both quiet and loud environment and in my rant. This is a mic test of the Earfun Free Pro 2 True Wireless earbuds in a quiet environment. And this is what it would sound like if you were using the earbuds in a noisy environment. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think of the mic. This is a mic test of the Earfun Free Pro 3 True Wireless earbuds in a quiet environment. No background noise. Now this is the Earfun Free Pro 3 with background noise playing. All of these mic tests are being filmed through the Filmic Pro app using the microphones on the earbuds. As always, you be the judge of the quality of the microphones. Enjoy your life, enjoy your sound. I'll see you in the next video.